Mr. James, there you are. I've been looking for you. Do you have a story for me today?
Tommy, there you are. I wondered when you'd find me. Yes, I do have a story today, a tale of mystery and wisdom. It's about a very special lantern.
A lantern? I was hoping for something mysterious. What's so special about a lantern?
Oh, Tommy, this wasn't just any lantern. It was a beacon in the dark, a symbol of hope when everything seemed uncertain. This story happened when I was about your age. My grandfather and I went on a camping trip deep in the woods. It was my first time going that far from home, and I was both excited and, well, a bit afraid.
Camping in the forest. I bet that was exciting. Did anything happen? Were you scared?
Indeed, I was nervous. My grandfather carried only an old lantern with us, and as the sun started to set, I could feel my heart racing. The forest began to feel different, like it was hiding secrets. The deeper we went, the darker it got, and that small lantern became our only guide.
Just one lantern in such a big, dark forest. That sounds scary already. Didn't you worry it would go out?
Exactly. I kept glancing at the lantern, wondering if it was strong enough to last the night. But my grandfather was calm. He looked at me and said, "James, this light will guide us as far as it needs to. We may not see the end, but we'll see what we need to take each step."
That's a bit confusing. How could he be so sure?
At the time, I didn't fully understand either. But as the night got darker and the forest closed in around us, I held on to his words. The lantern cast a small, soft light, just enough to see a few steps ahead. We didn't know what lay beyond, but we kept walking.
So, did anything go wrong? Did you get lost?
I see you're eager for suspense. Yes, something did happen. As we walked further, a thick fog started to cover the forest floor. The lantern's light began to dim, and I could barely make out the path in front of us. It felt as if the forest was swallowing us whole, hiding any trace of where we'd been or where we were going.
Oh no, were you scared?
More than a little. I felt my heart pounding, my hands shaking. I remember thinking, we're lost. There's no way we'll find our way out of this. I turned to my grandfather, hoping he would have a plan, but he just looked at me, calm as ever, holding the lantern up high.
What did he say? How could he be so calm in that kind of darkness?
He looked at me and said, "James, when the path ahead is unclear, we trust the little light we have and move carefully." His words calmed me down, even though I didn't fully understand them. He took one careful step, then another, and motioned for me to follow. We moved slowly, one step at a time.
That must have been hard, just moving forward when you couldn't see what was ahead.
Yes, it was. But as we took each step, I began to feel something new, a small, growing trust in that tiny light. My fear started to fade. I realized that even though we couldn't see far, we could see just enough to keep going.
Did you think about turning back? I would have wanted to.
Oh, the thought crossed my mind more than once. But my grandfather's calmness helped me stay focused. He had been through many challenges in life, and I could tell he trusted the light. He said, "James, sometimes all you need is a little light to guide you. You may not see the end, but you'll see enough."
So, did the fog lift eventually? Did you make it out okay?
Yes, eventually the fog began to clear, and we found ourselves in a beautiful open clearing. The moonlight poured down, lighting up the forest floor in a soft, silver glow. We stopped there, taking in the beauty around us, and my grandfather said, "You see, James, in life, we don't always have to see the whole path. Sometimes, all we need is a little light to take the next step."
That's actually kind of comforting. I mean, sometimes when I don't know what to do, it feels like I need all the answers before I can even start. But maybe just a bit of hope or trust is enough.
Exactly, Tommy. Life is often filled with foggy moments when we can't see too far ahead. But if we have a little light, a bit of hope, a small sense of direction, it can be enough. My grandfather taught me that the unknown can be less scary when you have even a tiny light to guide you.
I like that. It makes me feel like maybe I don't need to have everything figured out, just a little faith in the next step.
That's the spirit. And remember, Tommy, life often reveals the path as we go. Even when things seem unclear, just move forward with the light you have. And sometimes, as you go, the light grows stronger.
Thanks, Mr. James. This really helps me think differently about things I don't understand right away. You always have the best stories.
It's my pleasure. Tommy, remember, when things seem dark, a little light is all you need to keep moving forward. Keep that lesson close, and you'll find your way even through the foggiest of days.